So today we're going to mash some buttons about The Legend of Zelda.
Tiger uppercut!
Shoryuken!
As you may have noticed in some of my previous videos and in the first hour of gameplay footage, I have been playing the hell out of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. And this is a game that a lot of people out there, including GameXplain and other sources, have not remembered that fondly. They say, it's not really that hard. It's probably my least favorite Zelda game of all time. And I don't want to dismiss anyone's opinions. Your opinions are valuable, and we need everybody's opinions. But I don't share those opinions on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. To me, The Legend of Zelda series has never been about how challenging the enemy AI is to beat. The challenge in the game has always been, for me, in the dungeons. It's not about how many lives did you lose over the course of playing the game. It's more about how much time did you have to spend thinking while you were playing the game. And this title has a lot of that. It has some of my favorite dungeons in Legend of Zelda history. It also has some of the most cinematic story moments and is likely the most mature Zelda game made to date. And Nintendo has done this whole light world, dark world type of mechanic in a lot of their games, including Metroid Prime 2. And I happen to think that the whole contrast and juxtaposition of human Link versus Wolf Link is tremendously well done in this game. When you're controlling the Wolf character, his moves are similar to when you're controlling a human Link, but altogether different because, of course, you are playing as a wolf, not a human being. And I like those parts of the game, and I just don't see where the issues come. Yeah, sure, when I'm the wolf, all I'm thinking about is how do I get back into human form, but it makes you appreciate that human form a little bit more, and it makes it feel special when you do return back to normal. And I've never really felt like the Wolf Link parts of the game were not enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. Just because you want to be back in human form doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that part of the game. That's like saying that because you want the Master Sword, that anything leading up to obtaining the Master Sword is boring and it's not desirable because you really want deep down to have that Master Sword. But it's a journey of getting it that makes the Master Sword so special. Hey, and who hasn't wanted to live the life of a dog or a wolf every once in a while? You don't have to deal with all the stress of making sure that your bank account is full of rupees, and you don't have to worry about whether teenage Zelda likes you or whether she prefers Groose. You can just spend all of your time sniffing around, digging holes, and chomping enemies to bits. And I'll admit, when Nintendo first announced that they were remaking Twilight Princess HD, I wasn't that excited about it the way I was for the announcement of Ocarina of Time 3D coming to the 3DS. But now that I've started playing it, and I hadn't played this game basically since 2 weeks after the Wii came out, because I bought the game on day one and I hammered through it, and it was an amazing game. But now that I'm playing it and the memories of this game are coming back, I just can't wait to dive deeper and deeper into that world. The story is stunning, and the graphics are really, really good in the HD remake. I don't think that there's any complaints there. I know a lot of people at first said it didn't look that much different. Like, come on. Like, it looks a lot better. The texture detail is on another planet from the GameCube and the Wii. And I think they actually did something to improve the color. A lot of people complained that the colors were a little bit flat in the original game, and I think they were. But that's something that's been vastly improved in this version of the game. So you have better colors, better textures, much better textures, and higher resolution as well. And on top of that, you get to play the game in widescreen mode without using the gimmicky motion controls that came in the first game. And it does have some motion controls using the gyros of the gamepad, but I thought that was really well done. To use those gyros in conjunction with a dual analog setup is spot on for slingshot and bow and arrow and those types of weapons that require pixel point accuracy. So as far as I'm concerned, Tantalus did a wonderful job of upgrading the graphics and porting this game to the Wii U. So if you have a Wii U, I would recommend going out and buying this game. If you haven't played the original Twilight Princess, you're in for a real treat. And if you have played it, I think that it's well worth playing again with updated graphics and better controls. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with what I said. I'm looking forward to getting a little bit of conversation going about this title. This has been Colin Unger, reminding you to keep your thumbs glued to YXBA. And always remember to select Start. If you enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe.